7-year-old named Renee Good, a married mother of a 6-year-old. The FBI saying Thursday that Minnesota officials will not.
Okay, here we go. It's the WSJM Morning Show video live stream edition. I'm Ken Lundberg, 7 o'clock a.m. on a Friday, January 9th, 2026. Hello, Mike Weibel.
Hello, Ken Lundberg.
I'm Ken Lundberg. He's Mike Weibel, and we've got a lot to talk about this hour, including the Consumer Electronics Show.
Oh, yeah.
In Las Vegas.
I would like to say that they were talking about protests in Philadelphia.
Yes.
That was probably not about anything with ice. It was probably about the performance of the Eagles last night in football. It was a pathetic game.
Yeah, so talk about football. What happened last night?
Well, the LA Chargers just basically schooled them on how to play football.
Oh. Well, good.
So Philadelphia, if they were burning stuff, it was because
their football team sucked.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's just clarify.
That is funny. Let's see. What else are we talking about? Oh, this hour at some point, remind me if I don't get to it right away. We'll talk about the NASA emergency, but I also want to talk about the White House. You know how there's been this whole thing about the East Wing of the White House, which is no longer there because it got demolished in the middle of the night. And so the president has this project to build the ballroom.
Right.
It started with an idea. President Donald Trump had an idea of, I'm going to build a ballroom.
Right.
Going to make it the most glorious ballroom in the world.
The best room ever.
The best room ever. And
I've never seen another room like this.
and so that idea turned into a sudden demolition of the East Wing of the White House.
Yeah.
Which they said this week, they finally this week, months after this whole thing started, weeks after the disturbing demolition, they finally said the reason we had to do that is because it had a leaky roof.
Well, there you go.
It had a leaky roof and there was mold.
Oh.
They said they found mold. So they got rid of the whole thing.
There you go. What a better reason to do it than that.
So now they're going to replace it with a 90,000 square foot ballroom. And we found out this week that the plans for that, by the way, because everyone was like 90,000 square feet. That is just going to be enormous. How 90,000 square feet? Well, it turns out, at least in the latest iteration of plans, who knows how old, if the ink is still wet on them or not. Turns out that they want to do a 2-story structure.
Okay.
So there's going to be a ballroom, but that's only going to be a part of this thing. They're going to build a second story inside whatever they build. And that's how they get to 90,000 square feet. So it's going to be a 45,000 square foot footprint. Times two. So again, ballroom or huge expansion.
Right.
And then the other thing is that people are a little bit concerned about is the expansion is gonna make part of the White House look very off balance.
Well, you say some people are concerned about. You're concerned about it.
Well, I'm concerned about it as well because I like things to be symmetrical.
Yes.
Anyway, and so the new East Ballroom is going to be the same height as the White House.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and so the symmetry is going to be off not only because it has this oblong leg sticking out, but the height is going to be East Ballroom, White House, and then West Wing is going to be way down here.
Yeah.
So what's the solution? Build up the West Wing. So now there's part of the project that says we're going to have to build up the West Wing. Scope creep?
Yeah.
Money? Oh, yeah. And the money, by the way, we'll get into this as well. The cost estimates, which I don't like to say I told you so.
Right.
But I told you so. Now at $400 million. So we started at 250, we went to 300, then we went to 350, and now we've blown over to $400 million. Okay, back in a sec. Okay,
but you build the White House, so
well, let's hope it stays
priceless.
White. maybe they'll put plaid or gold or something like that. Okay, back in a moment.
Number 1 against Norton, McAfee, basically all the usual suspects. And right now, you can get an exclusive 60% off when you go to webroot.com/offer. Lock in the smarter, lighter, faster protection your devices deserve and get Webroot Essentials today. That's webroot.com/offer for 60% off.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:05 on Friday, January 9th, 2026. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. It's the WSJM Morning Show. 50 crazy degrees out in Benton Harbor right now.
Insane.
50 degrees. You walk outside and it feels like you're walking into a sauna.
It does.
Maybe
It
not
actually
quite
does.
a sauna. But
Almost that.
yeah, it feels nice. Feels
I
very
do
nice.
think it would have been great to do a live broadcast from the parking lot. We
From
could have
outside.
been sitting in kiddie pools out there or something.
Yeah. Very unseasonably warm out right now. Benton Harbor, 50 degrees, 47 in St. Joseph, 49 in South Haven, 56 degrees, 56 in Dowagiac right now, 55 in Buchanan, 56 in Niles. Yeah, it's warm. We do have a wind advisory in effect until 4 this afternoon. Today's forecast does call for mostly cloudy skies, windy conditions.
Yeah.
Windy conditions, 40% chance of rain showers. Again, the warm temperatures that we're feeling this morning are going to start dropping off as we progress through the day. The northwest wind is going to blow in 20 to 25 miles per hour, wind gusts to 45 miles per hour.
Yeah.
It was stormy overnight,
It was.
a little bit of lightning action.
Yep. I have one of those sleep machines, that plays noise while you're sleeping.
Oh, okay.
So last night I put on rain.
Oh, and you had the thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder and lightning going on. That was nice. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy, a low of 33 overnight. Tomorrow, the forecast for Saturday does call for mostly cloudy, a 60% chance of a rain-snow shower mix, high around 37 degrees, west winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then Sunday, we're looking at a partly cloudy day, windy and cold. So it's not going to feel at all like today. A 40% chance of lake effect snow on Sunday, high of 32 degrees. Okay?
Yep.
All right?
All right.
Okay.
Go.
Let's do some news from the WSJM newsroom. More than $625 million in state project funding expected to be restored, and that includes money for several programs in Southwest Michigan. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. State Attorney General Dana Nessel this week now making the announcement that the action by the state House Republicans last fall, in her legal opinion, when the House Republicans canceled previously approved funding without full legislative approval, she says that was unconstitutional and that the money will flow. State Representative Joey Andrews says House Democrats have been advised by the governor's office to tell affected organizations to prepare to receive funding that was rescinded. He says multiple projects in our area were impacted.
The city of Bridgman for their City Hall project, the Berrien Talent Collaborative, the $500,000 that was funding part of that project, and then the business incubator up in South Haven, as well as a senior center that we funded up in Casco.
House Republicans have pledged to challenge the Attorney General's opinion in court, but Andrews says unless an injunction is issued, the money will begin flowing again. Republican leaders maintain unspent funds can be clawed back. Yeah, I mean, this is the whole thing of government, right?
Right.
They budget for a year, they appropriate the monies for a year, and then if an organization or if the entities don't send the money out by the end of the budget cycle, then typically either the money is automatically canceled or it can be clawed back in some form or fashion. This is a rarely used move in state government here in Michigan. But the House Republican Appropriations Committee clawed it back. $625 million took a lot of folks by surprise. And now it looks like it's going to end up in court.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Other news. A Southwest Michigan man. This is the story you've been waiting for, I think. Yeah. A Southwest Michigan man has been sentenced for illegally purchasing endangered snakes.
That's it. That's what I was waiting on.
60-year-old Scott Allen Hitchcock of Van Buren County admitted buying 2 Louisiana pine snakes and a black pine snake for $1,000. He bought them in Goshen, Indiana back in 2020.
2020
during the pandemic.
Just dinged for it now.
Well, just now he's getting sentenced. It's been, the species are protected under the Federal Endangered Species Act. A federal judge in Grand Rapids sentenced Hitchcock to 2 years of probation and a $4,000 fine. You do raise a good question there. It's like, well, how in the world did this get through the court system? How did it even get into the legal system? Did somebody narc him out? Was it like an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife or something like that?
Had to be. Somebody got...
he's got a black pine snake.
Right. I'm going to tell somebody.
Court records say he knew or should have known the sale was illegal. Hitchcock has no prior criminal record and pleaded guilty to a federal misdemeanor last fall.
Whatever.
Yeah. And his name's Hitchcock.
Yeah. Well, you know,
He should have gone with the birds
It should have.
because that's a movie reference right
Yeah,
there.
I did.
Film
I got
reference.
that,
You
yeah.
got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Other news. Michigan State Police motor carrier officers are increasing enforcement and education efforts next week as part of National Human Trafficking Awareness Month. They'd like you to pay attention to this. Lieutenant Duane Robinson with the MSP's 5th District says troopers will join agencies nationwide and the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance in a coordinated effort.
They're going to be conducting various presentations and educational style outreach at truck stops to victim advocate groups, trucking companies, and other organizations such as churches.
The effort focuses on educating truck drivers and transportation workers to recognize the signs of human trafficking. Robinson says, unfortunately, cases have been identified even in Southwest Michigan.
So we know that at truck stops, at hotels, at rest areas, you may see something that looks off with a young teenage male or female who looks uncomfortable, looks out of place in a commercial vehicle or with adult men or women.
Robinson encourages anyone who sees suspicious activity to report it. He notes it's better to report a concern than allow potential trafficking to go unnoticed.
Good point.
Yeah, very good point.
See
7
something, say something.
See something, say something. 7-Eleven. WSJM Morning Show continues. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. We've got a lot to talk about this hour. We'll talk about our CES finds.
Yeah.
The Consumer Electronics Show is happening in Las Vegas. It wraps up today.
I know it.
And I don't know if you've been budgeting, but the robot that folds clothes,
Yeah.
holy mackerel, man, that is going to be a game changer. So we'll talk about
telling
those
you.
things, those finds, and more. Also, if you're on the video live stream, Carol, thank you for pointing out. She says, little Kenny makes me smile.
Oh,
Glad he can join the live stream today. Go ahead.
I was going to say, good morning.
Little Kenny said.
Good morning, says little Kenny.
Anyway, so the Funko Pop that is in my likeness that my boys got me for Christmas, he is making an appearance today, and we're wearing the same shirt.
Yes, I
We're-
know.
we're wearing
which
this-
is so funny. Just need a microphone and a cup of coffee. We can do
Well-
a little mini me.
Well, I've got a microphone and a cup of coffee.
Well, but not in your hand like that.
Oh, now it is. Okay. All right. It's 7:12. It's the You have to tune into YouTube or Facebook to see it, or the WSJM Smart app to see little Kenny on the video live stream, along with, Mike Weibel
Yeah, behind little Kenny.
and me. All right. We'll be right back. It's WSJM.
Sports.
All right. On the video live stream. See, if I put my glasses on,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
see, and I do this.
Can't tell the
Here,
difference.
here, here. Hand them to me here. If you will.
Yes.
No, don't. Ah,
Oh, his legs just came off.
see?
forgot.
Look, don't step on his glasses. Okay, this is now on the video live stream that Mike Weibel has broken little Kenny. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to. No,
Sorry.
that's all right.
Sorry, Big Kenny.
You're like a Philadelphia Eagle
yeah.
throwing the ball to nobody.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. That's who played right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Take 2. All right. So just like that. See, little Kenny can't get the light. The light's not right. See, I think you're jealous of little Kenny because he's on a pedestal in front of you. Here we go.
No, not at all.
Okay, here we go. See, he's got the light. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Here, I'm going to gently
carefully.
hand him to you.
Put him back up in this place of prominence.
Stuart, by the way, made it out to California. Stuart
Did
is a fan of the video live stream. He's not
course he
watching
is.
right now because he's sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah, he's getting out of college, done with college.
wow.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
He's got a tech job already lined up. That he's been working with this company for the better part of the last year at least, and it has something to do with cloud computing and everything
Wow.
else. But the job's in San Francisco, so he drove his car out there
Wow.
for the for the second time. He drove basically from New York to
The Tesla?
California. Yep, Tesla.
How many charges did he have to make between?
That's a good question. I don't know exactly how many charges, but for him, it's like super convenient. And we talk a lot while he's on the road
I'm sure.
because I want to keep track of it, make sure he doesn't get abducted or anything. But no, I mean, they have everything mapped out. You can put into the Tesla map. Here's where I'm starting. Here's where I'm ending. map it out for me and put all the charging stations in it, and it does.
Yeah.
He stopped. He was in California. He got it once he got into California. There was a charging station. He said, "Dad, how many charging stations do you think there are here at this one location?"
Uh-huh.
There were over 100 charging
Really?
stations.
Wow.
It was one of those mega things, and for whatever reason, they even like slot you into which one you're going to go to.
Okay.
And he was pulling up to it, and he's like, "Okay, make sure this out of order one isn't that one," because they've already have some that are out of order, and you pull up to it and it's out of order. You have to select another one. And anyway, I was just astounded
Yeah, that's crazy.
by the technology. But yeah, everything worked well. And he also told me, I don't think he'd mind me sharing, he has the subscription where it lets you, it basically does all the driving for you.
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is just pay attention. You have to have your eyes open and looking at the road.
Right.
Otherwise, the car is fully autonomous. His lifetime use of that feature is above 75%. It's somewhere around 75%, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
Autonomous.
Yeah.
What are kids thinking these days?
I know it.
I'd rather drive.
My truck has hands-free driving.
So how hands-free? What has to happen?
It'll tell you can go hands-free, and you take your hands off the wheel, and it will steer you down the highway.
Can you sleep? Can you take your foot
No.
off the gas?
No, it's got a camera that looks at your eye.
Okay.
So if you look away, even just to the side, it will do a little alarm thing and say, keep your eyes on the road.
Okay.
And then if you come up behind somebody in traffic or something like that, or it detects there's a problem, and
Yeah.
it'll say hands-free driving being disengaged, grab the wheel, and you have to grab the wheel.
Wow. Yeah, I think I mentioned this once before. I had a loaner once from BMW, and I had no idea that it had driver assist.
Yeah.
And it started taking the wheel from me at one point. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I know.
Give me that back.
I don't like that. The whole lane thing. but-
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Right.
Stay in your lane. Okay, so cool stuff at CES. We should talk about that. Hang on.
Bill Dollar says, OMG, they killed Kenny.
Yeah, he totally killed Kenny. Yeah.
That's a South Park reference.
You bastards.
Yeah.
Okay. We can say that on the video live stream.
Exactly. Unfiltered.
Oh my goodness.
All the words we can say on live stream. Unfiltered.
Yeah. Speaking of let's see. Your Facebook page repeats about 10 seconds over and over like a stuck record. I finally got here this week. Is it just me? Diane, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. That's very odd. I've never heard of that before.
No.
Maybe you're stuck in a time loop. Maybe
Right.
maybe Atlas 3i, the tail,
And the lightning last night.
and the lightning
Right.
last night.
And then is there a DeLorean in your front yard by any chance? Yeah.
Diane, if anyone else is having the same issue that Diane has of a time loop on it, let us know. Here, I'll check my texts because sometimes I get it on the text.
No, I'm watching it.
Oh, you're watching it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's fine.
Right.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. What?
Sorry, no. Here we go. Hang on. WSJM Morning Show. Good morning. Sorry about that. We're back on the radio
Hello?
here.
Hello?
No. I was on my texts because Paul had mentioned that there was a problem with one of the feeds recording or not recording.
Oh, okay.
So my apologies.
Well, there's something with a transmitter today, right?
Well, we also had some transmitter issues last night because of the lightning, I assume. So we're on the backup transmitter on WSJM. So that might be it. So there are gremlins afoot.
Yes.
So also gremlins afoot disrupting a NASA mission. You heard about this?
Yeah.
So and actually it's biological, not technological. Out of an abundance of caution, NASA announcing yesterday it's ending a mission to the International Space Station early because of a medical situation involving one of the astronauts on the station. And we're very curious, but they won't tell us who or what.
Right.
Yeah, which I get. NASA Chief Health and Medical Officer, his name, ready?
Yeah.
Dr. J.D. Polk. Dr. Polk. Dr. Polk said yesterday, January 7th, a single crew member on board the station experienced a medical situation and is now stable after discussions And with leadership across the agency, they've come to the decision that it's in the best interest of the astronauts to return Crew 11 ahead of their planned departure. The crew of 4, including 2 American astronauts, a Japanese astronaut, and one from Russia as well, will return to Earth on the SpaceX Dragon Endeavour spacecraft within the coming days. They say because the astronaut is absolutely stable, this is not an emergent evacuation. We're not immediately disembarking and getting the astronaut down, but it leaves that lingering risk and lingering question as to what the diagnosis is. And that means there is some lingering risk for that astronaut on board, according to Dr. Polk.
Yeah.
Ouch. Dr. Polk said this is the first time in the 25 years that humans have been working and living aboard the station that a medical evacuation has been necessary. The doctor said, we're erring on the side of caution for the crew member and in the best interest of them and in their best medical welfare interest. Due to medical privacy concerns, NASA will not give us the name of the impacted astronaut and is not sharing details about their condition or their symptoms. I was listening to a report about this earlier, and they being the astronauts who have actually been out there, they feel like this really hasn't been a question that's been very well explored.
Such as?
Like what to do if there's a medical emergency, because they do receive some training.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They receive some training on how to give an injection, believe it or not, how to extract a tooth.
Oh.
Which, do you really need training for how to extract a tooth?
You would think not.
A string, a door, and that's it.
All I got to do is watch Castaway.
How'd they do it on Castaway? With Tom Hanks?
With a figure skating skate.
Oh.
Puts it up
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that memory. Yeah. Okay.
Well said.
But you think back to Star Trek, you had Bones all the time, and they had sick bay.
Yeah.
They had cute little beds with the thump on them and stuff like that. But anyway, so they're thinking now that we're getting into space more and more, and we have commercial space, SpaceX, Blue Origin, all that stuff, trying to get us to Mars, probably needs to be a concern that's addressed. Either give the astronauts more medical training or start sending doctors up.
Yeah, I could do that. Or just, gives the virtual visit a new parameter.
Oh, yeah. But they need the equipment, too.
Yeah,
and the scanners. They should get a tricorder. Why don't they borrow Bones' tricorder?
That would be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, there are two spacecraft. Excuse me. There are 2 spacecraft capable of returning humans to Earth that are docked to the station, including the SpaceX Dragon that will be used to bring the crew home. And there are currently 7 astronauts aboard the station, and 2 Russians and 1 American, will remain on board. So the launch window for the 4-person crew 12 mission will open on February 15th. So there you go. Got that information.
Oh.
All right. CES, Consumer Electronics Show, is happening in Las Vegas. Should we talk about that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Did you find anything cool? I think the coolest thing we already agree on. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of robots on display. So CES, if you're not familiar, CES is the Consumer Electronics Show.
Yes.
It happens in Vegas. It happens every year at this time of year. And it's really an opportunity for companies, a lot of tech companies, but a lot of just companies in general, to show off their innovation.
Yeah.
And get people excited about what's to come. Some of it is ready to buy today. Some of it is a mock-up, a pipe dream that is just kind of showing people, well, we could do this. We could do this. Right. We're imagining a lot of great things. You'll probably never be able to afford this, even if we could do it. Right. So buy our regular stuff. Right. Anyway, so a lot of robots impressing people there. Few companies actually committing to when they're going to make them available. But there's one called the SwitchBot Anero H1, which apparently picked up clothes, loaded a washing machine. Basically, I guess this is the one that can fold clothes, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the demo, apparently it can help with an array of household chores. And the writer of this says, even if it might do them more slowly than a human, if it's doing them, who cares?
Right. It was folding a towel a lot slower than you'd want to stand and watch, but
yeah, but who's going to? Right? Yeah. I mean, watching paint dry or watching a robot fold clothes, who cares?
Golf for 18 holes and is folding the towels. Hey, 4 hours.
More power to it. Right. They said it's also kind of cute. The company doesn't say how much it will cost, but it promises the droid will be less than $10,000. Less than $10,000. So,
Okay.
yeah. They say that, that's out of reach for a lot of people. But honestly, I mean, if you start doing the math on it, I can easily justify this. If you take, let's say,
Oh yeah, you could.
let's say it costs $10,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So $10,000. How much laundry do you do?
Probably
Okay.
two loads a week.
Let's do it this way. So, $10,000 divided by 52.
Okay.
That's 192. You divide that by 2. So it can potentially, I don't know, I'm doing the wrong math here. It can do your laundry for you over a year,
Expensive loads.
and it'll cost like $100 a week.
Yeah.
Would you pay $100 a week to have somebody fold your laundry
Maybe.
twice a week?
Maybe.
Yeah, $100 a week, $96 a week to do that. And that's just 1 year. If the thing lasts 2 years, cut in half. 3
Well, and
years,
if you're doing
cut in
like
a third.
6 or 7 loads, then
Yeah,
right,
that thing's busy.
got a family of 8 or something.
The robot's going to form a union.
For sure, that's going to happen.
Other stuff that we found at CES that was cool. The LG wallpaper TV. I think we talked about that earlier.
108 inches.
Is that right?
Yeah, the television. It's a 1080 high def television, Samsung and LCD technology, Panasonic. A massive 103 inch plasma display.
What I don't understand is, where is the disconnect? There are a lot of there's a trend, a movement, and I don't know if this was started by millennials or whomever, which generation, but everything is like downsize, get smaller.
Right.
Why are the TVs constantly getting bigger?
Because I think because the people that are old that have the money
Oh.
want bigger.
They want the bigger
Right.
TVs. That is true. Yeah. We've got, my parents, when they downsized their house and did what they did, they had the biggest TV I have ever seen in my life. It is now down in my basement, and the boys use it for video gaming. I certainly never do any video games on
No,
it. Yeah,
no.
never.
Way too busy running the news station.
What else did you find at CES? Interesting.
The one thing they had I saw on TV was the dogs, the robotic AI dogs.
Oh,
So they're not able at this point to walk around or anything like that, but they basically
wait, your dog can't walk around?
Well, it's a robot.
What good is it?
It's a robot.
It's not even a dog
So
then.
it sits on your lap,
Oh.
and you can pet it, and it will basically do all the things. It's heated, so you think you're sitting there messing with the dog, and it's a
Oh,
robot.
that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm coming around.
See,
All right, so you don't have to take it on a walk. It's like the
no
best
walks, no food, none of that. You just get all the snuggling.
of
of a
no
dog,
stinkies.
no stinkies, no accidents.
Can you program it to have
You
stinkies?
probably could.
Okay, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, a robot.
So
dog fart.
a robot dog. Do you know how much it was costing,
No.
or was it just a concept thing? Don't worry about it.
No,
Okay.
I think it's a real deal.
Oh, okay. A real thing. The other thing, we talked about this earlier this week as well, which I'm really excited about, is the Lego Smart Play with the smart bricks. Lego constantly evolving, but the big innovation this week is Smart Play. The system is designed to take standard Lego sets and make them interactive thanks to the smart brick. The bricks have a tiny chip the size of a Lego stud that enables things like motion, color, proximity sensing. They can do sounds as well. They have a tiny speaker that helps the Lego bring more imagination to life. The really cool thing is they're going to start off in March by selling these Star Wars kits. They'll have the TIE fighter from Darth Vader. They'll have the X-Wing fighter from Luke Skywalker. And because of the smart chips, if you get them close together, it'll be like they're having a battle in
really?
space, and they'll light up and they'll make sounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I honestly like it for like robotic manufacturing. I mean, honestly, if I were someone at Edgewater Automation or something like that,
Yeah.
I'd buy these Lego sets and I'd say, you want to do some continuous improvement exercises, or maybe we can walk kids through how to do,
Right.
the machines that build machines. This is the way to do it. How cool is that? Little models.
Yeah, people love that.
Don't tell Lego.
No.
Let's see. Dell, apparently their big thing at CES was bringing back the XPS. Apparently people like the XPS laptop, so they're going to bring it back. They said it was a mistake to get rid of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Are you familiar with that?
kind of.
Hello? Is this thing
Kind
on?
of. No, I'm looking at the dogs.
Oh, you're still looking at the dog. What
Yeah.
kind of dog?
The one that sits. Oh, it looks like a lab. Yellow
Oh,
lab.
so
So
it's a-
sits on your lap.
it looks like a yellow lab.
Yeah,
That's funny.
and it's $1,500 to $2,900
Oh.
for the therapeutic models.
Okay.
And they said they're good for dementia care.
Aw.
Isn't that cool?
That would be. I've heard of things like that. I know about this, where oftentimes dementia patients will get like a baby doll,
Right.
and we've seen this.
Yeah.
So anyway, and it helps with their situation. Let's see one more thing, and then we'll have to break. Samsung announced the latest iteration of its foldable smartphones in Korea, but at CES they brought a trifold. A trifold, because we didn't know that we needed folding phones.
Yes.
Now they're bringing us one that folds three
Like a
times.
brochure.
Yeah, exactly. It's a 10-inch Android tablet hidden within a 6.5-inch smartphone form.
Huh.
Yeah. So if you thought that you needed a folding device, Samsung is giving you another option, a trifold. I don't know why you would need a
I don't
trifold.
either.
Yeah.
I don't think where that would come in.
Handy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're a salesperson and you have stuff on your electronic device and you don't like carrying around the tablet. You want to sneak up on the person you're going to sell to.
Right.
You put it in your pocket. You unfold it. Look at this.
So I got the new Apple 17.
Okay.
So when you're texting people now, it'll
phone. You have the new
Yeah.
Apple 17
Yeah.
phone. Okay.
It'll come up with little phrases rather than like just the spell check and all that stuff.
Right,
that it
right.
does. Like if you said to me, "Hey, how are you doing today?" At the bottom will have, "Hey, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking."
Yeah.
So that you can just click and send phrases rather than having to.
Yeah, but you don't need the latest phone for that. Mine does that.
Well, that's great, but
Yeah.
but this does it with all kinds of
Mine
razzle
because it's an
dazzle.
older generation, it comes back with snarky comments like, "Who wants to know?" "Hey, how you doing? Who wants to know?"
Why you asking?
All right, 7:31. WSJM Morning Show continues. We'll be right back.
Would you call free checking?
I like the idea of the dog. I love that it's about dementia patients. By the way, Mike had the opportunity over the holiday break. This was a secret. We didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
While we were doing Operation Poinsettia,
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
We snuck away between
Oh, we're telling
deliveries.
ourselves.
Yeah, we're telling ourselves. We snuck away during Operation Poinsettia deliveries to make a stop where my mom is.
Yeah.
Because she receives care because she has dementia.
Yeah.
And so Mike had the opportunity to meet her and see her in her natural element. And one of the things the caretakers there, who do a great job, a wonderful job, very thankful for them. One of the things they did with mom, because her behavior, because of the dementia was a little bit erratic, gave her a baby doll. And that baby doll has done so much to calm her and give her something to do and something to focus on in those times when her brain is telling her to do stuff that she wouldn't normally do.
Right.
So anyway, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so I like the idea of the dog.
Yeah.
Because then they can have, but I mean, come on, a lab? Labs are big. Why
No,
not
but
make
it's
it like a
a
little
puppy. It's a puppy.
Oh, it's a
not
puppy
big
lab.
dog. It's a puppy.
Because like all of a sudden the thing's on you can't even get up.
And it says it understands up to 1,000 words.
Wow, only 1,000?
Yeah, just 1,000.
With AI, I mean, the thing's going to be like, hey, puppy, turn the TV off.
Yeah. Hey, puppy.
Hey, puppy, go turn on the microwave. I want
Puppy, what's
popcorn.
my name? It's gonna have the little Kenny voice too.
Oh, puppy, go see who's at the door. Hey, go bark at the mailman.
Who's at the door? Rough.
Anyway, Diane says, remember those furry creatures like a doll? And if you had two, they chat amongst them. Yeah, well, were those Furbies?
Yeah, no,
They weren't the Furbies?
I don't think so. But
They were something.
I remember. Yeah, that's a
You
good
put them
point.
next to each other and they'd start spying on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a little creepy.
Let's see. Bill says, what did he drop twice? Oh, he stopped twice before he got back to his phone. Let's see. Oh, maybe he was talking about the it being stuck. So anyway, let us know if we have any more technical issues. I'm going to assume that they're worked out.
I think they are.
Let's see. Best emerging technology, the IXI autofocus lenses, a late addition to the CES. Apparently impressive that they had, let's see, an elegant, unique, cameraless eye tracking system that uses ultra low power LEDs and photodiodes to precisely monitor the user's eye movement and focus convergence. Why would you want to do this? Focus your gaze. Oh, I see. It's basically like a built-in bifocal.
Yeah.
You can depending on where you're looking, in less than a second, it'll refocus to where your prescription should be for that distance. I love this.
That's pretty cool.
I love this.
Yeah.
Because I've got the gradient things.
Yeah.
So I've got, what are they called?
Progressives.
Yeah, I've got the progressives, and it took a while to get used to them.
Oh, man.
And even now, if I don't have them on, I'm still doing that with my eyes.
You have to, because you can't go left to right, otherwise you'll get nauseous.
Seasick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What else?
I don't know. Those were my highlights. The
That was
robot
it?
Folds clothes and the
2 highlights
yeah.
at a CES?
Well, I mean, you could go crazy on
Why
the
not?
AI stuff.
I can't believe that you didn't appreciate the Throne.
What's the Throne? I didn't see that.
CES Technology Throne toilet computer.
Oh, toilet computer.
Throne is a toilet-mounted computer. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
Tell me more.
uses cameras and microphones to analyze your bowel movements.
Oh,
You didn't know you needed this,
No.
but now you're on board.
I am. Who needs a
That is something
proctologist
I
when
did
you
not
got a
expect.
robo
Yeah,
toilet?
I did not expect to talk about cameras and microphones to analyze your bowel movements today.
Maybe you
Yeah,
just get a colonoscopy every week, just kind of
like the name says, it is the Throne. It sits on your toilet seat, and it aims to change the way we understand or find out about digestive or metabolic issues. Don't really know about its effectiveness yet, but it would be there to monitor all of that fun stuff.
All of a sudden, welcome. It's Friday. Colonoscopy engaged.
All right. We got to get back on the radio here. No more dead air. 7:36 WSJM morning show continues. We'll need to talk about the bigger White House here in just a few moments.
Are essentially flat. And President Trump is directing housing finance giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to buy $200 billion of mortgage bonds in an effort to bring down housing costs. Mortgage-linked stocks, including Rocket and Loan Depot, rising in early trading. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:37 Friday, January 9th, 2026. 46 degrees in Benton Harbor, 45 in St. Joseph, 45 degrees in South Haven, 52 degrees in Dowagiac right now. It's 52 degrees in Niles, 52 degrees in South Bend. Let's see, up in Kalamazoo, they've got the warm weather we had earlier, 56 degrees. So remember, when we got to work, it was up in the 50s.
Yep.
Now here in Benton Harbor, we're down to 46 degrees. It's 45 in St. Joe.
Already.
It's dropping already, and that's the forecast for today. Mostly cloudy skies, windy. We do expect a 40% chance of rain showers. The high temperature that we had earlier this morning falling throughout the morning and throughout the day. Northwest winds 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusting to 45 miles per hour. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy, a low of 33. Saturday, mostly cloudy, a 60% chance of rain or snow showers and a high around 37. And then Sunday, partly cloudy, windy and cold, a 40% chance of lake effect snow. The high is only going to get up to around 32 degrees. We're talking about some of the other fun stuff that we saw at CES. We'll get into the weirdest technology. We started already with the Throne. That's one of the weird pieces of technology. So we'll continue talking about that on the video live stream, and then we'll talk about the plans for an even bigger White House. That's coming up.
The best White House ever.
It's bigger, better than ever.
I'm serious.
It's the envy of the entire world.
Exactly.
We'll be right back.
Everybody's going to want one.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. Oregon's governor and Portland's mayor are calling for federal agents to halt operations and for a full investigation into the shooting of 2 people by Customs and Border Protection agents. Mayor Keith Wilson.
Just one day after the horrific violence in Minnesota, our community here in Portland was witness to a moment of fear, confusion, and heartbreak.
It happened Thursday afternoon during what the Department of Homeland Security called a targeted stop of a vehicle carrying 2 people. They are both in the hospital. Meanwhile, in Minneapolis, a second day of protests after 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed in her car by an ICE agent. That agent's been identified as Jonathan Ross, according to sources and federal court records. The House voted Thursday to pass a 3-year extension of health care credits that Congress let expire at the end of last year. The legislation now heads to the Senate, where its fate's uncertain, and President Trump says if it gets to his desk, he'll veto. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:39. Some of the news coming up from the WSJM Newsroom. Berrien County government has a top job opening. They're looking for a new county administrator. Yeah, at yesterday's regular meeting of the Berrien County Commission, that is, Administrator Brian Dissett making the surprise announcement. He's leaving Berrien County service effective at the end of January. His new role will be up in Ottawa County, joining as Deputy County Administrator effective February 2nd. That leaves a role opening in Berrien County. So we'll tell you a little bit more about what we know at this
if you
point.
don't have a job, go to Indeed.com.
Indeed.
Put county administrator. It'll probably be there.
See what comes back. Okay. That will tell you a little bit more about that story just after 8 o'clock. Also, Berrien County seeking grant funding to do some improvements at the History Center at Courthouse Square in Berrien Springs. And the United Way of Southwest Michigan looking for nominations for its next Volunteer Leadership Awards. Those stories and more coming up right here on WSJM. Right now, we've got sports after a look at state news.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Greg Bowman. A northern Michigan man has pled not guilty to charges of making verbal threats.
Okay, back on the video live stream.
All right.
Let's see. I'm going to have to fix this while we're talking here. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Got to copy that. Go there. Again, some issues with some of the things that we have. Not sure if it's weather related or Friday related. Okay, this will work. There we go. Save that. Okay, we're in good shape. Okay. Should I talk about the okie dokie? Probably not. Okay, I won't.
I don't know.
If you look at CES,
I'm just going to say we're going to get in trouble with that.
Yeah, we'll probably get in trouble with that
We
one.
can't even say personal opinion.
At CES, they have a lot of gear, and even including your personal intimate gear. And they unveiled it. That's all I'm going to say. And it has amazing claims. So
here's one: Teeth Music.
Okay. Oh, I did see something on this. Yeah,
$9
go.
lollipop
Yeah, the $9 lollipop.
that uses bone conduction to play music into your inner ear while you also get your sugar fix. So as you're looking at your lollipop, you hear music.
I'm going to turn the headphones up just a little bit.
All right.
Because they were too low. So I hope I don't blow your ears out. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw this and I got to say, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a big fan of lollipops.
No, but you'd have to try it once, right?
Oh, I'd definitely try it.
Yeah.
But why not like a retainer?
Oh, yeah.
Why not an implement that you can't see, that you don't have to because
be the roof of your mouth and just play music in your head as you're walking around?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That way,
Be
or
like Gilligan's Island.
doesn't
Remember
even have to be music. You can play like a sporting event, or you can play your podcasts, or you can do whatever you want to do. WSJM.
Remember Gilligan's Island when they would get hit in the head and then their fillings would pick up radio stations?
Yes. Yeah.
You like that?
And I think it was just Gilligan. Was it just Gilligan?
I believe so. And then you had to hit him in the head again to get it loose.
And then the professor, he figured it out because he was a smart guy.
He was.
Yeah.
Even though he couldn't get off the island.
Couldn't figure out a way to get off the island. Another thing that's at CES, eye polish. So they're saying this finally made the technology we saw in Total Recall real, minus the dystopia and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Basically, they're press-on acrylic nails that use an electric charge to switch between hundreds of colors in just seconds. So basically, you put these acrylic nails on, and you've got this little device, eye polish, and it lets you change your manicure, your color of your nails at a whim.
And you talk like Arnold.
And you don't talk like Arnold.
Look at my nails.
You talk like Ivanka. Aren't these nails beautiful there?
Beautiful.
It's delightfully impractical, surprisingly affordable, and the most convincing argument yet for treating your nails like a customizable display. I could see I mean, that's fun. That's interesting. If you can change your nail color electronically, I like that for one reason of every time I smell nail polish fumes, Stephanie, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I feel like my lungs are hardening.
Yeah, I can get that.
I don't like it. All right. Let's see what else. The Hisense. Hisense is a technology group that does a lot of cheap TVs, basically. I think I can say that.
Oh, yeah. That's
Hisense S6, they have something called the Follow Me display. And it does that. It's a screen that physically follows you around the room, which they say here, the editor says, no one really asked for this, but the CES
But
delivered.
we gave it.
Yeah, exactly. It's designed to reposition itself automatically so the content stays in view to the person it's following.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Roomba. Basically, will follow you around. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
If you're going from room to room, you're doing stuff, watering the plants, get the TV following you around.
So they have the AI Soulmate.
Oh, what's that?
It's a Chinese company called Lipro who displays an anime device. It's an anime device who basically gives you an AI soulmate or visual companion that you can talk to. That looks like you're FaceTiming somebody, but they are not real.
Oh, okay. So it's just basically packaging up what we've already seen in some areas of an AI friend.
Yeah. So if you're like 40 years old and still playing Dungeons and Dragons in your mom's basement, this is what you need.
That's incredible. Diane is pointing out that it was 62 degrees in Buchanan at 4:30 a.m. That is just unimaginable.
Yeah. So people that got up and they're like, oh, 60 degrees. I'm going to go, wait, it's only 40 degrees. That's not true. Yeah. Because you slept in too late, sleepyhead.
No judgment. No judgment. Let's see what
Sleepy bones.
Let's see. Sorry.
They have a great idea. It is headphones.
Yeah.
That wireless headphones, but then you flip them, and when you twist them, it turns into Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, so it's an external sound.
Yeah, so you go like this, you flip it, and then all of a sudden it becomes a little speaker.
Oh,
Just a neat idea.
Just what everyone needs, more noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the vibrating chef's knife. Did you see that one?
What's that?
It's a ultrasonic C200 ultrasonic chef knife that uses technology basically to vibrate and cut through things. They say it's so fast you don't even see it.
Oh.
But it will cut things ultra smooth and thin because it is vibrating and indetectable by the naked eye.
You know who would like that?
Who?
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just make, for prosciutto.
Right.
Okay. All right. 7:47. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Moody on the market update coming up. We will, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the bigger White House plan and more coming up.
If they're right for you, visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Mostly cloudy skies, still with a chance of rain, especially for the first part of the day, and also windy and getting colder. Temperatures are mild this morning, but temperatures will drop to near 40 this afternoon. Wind gusts up to about 45 miles per hour. Now tonight, mostly cloudy, will drop down to 33, and rain and snow showers are possible tomorrow with a high of 37. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
Temperature already dropping from those beautiful highs we had this morning.
Like a stone.
Diane on the video live stream pointing out that in Buchanan at 4:30 this morning, it was 62 degrees. 62 degrees. Right now in Buchanan, it's 50. And let's see, Benton Harbor, 45 degrees, 44 in St. Joseph, and 45 degrees in South Haven. Again, beautiful, and then it's dropping off as our weather has predicted.
Yep.
Okay. 7:48 WSJM Morning Show. Moody on the
Carrie Peugeot. She knows her stuff.
She knows her stuff. She is a chief meteorologist for a good reason. Yeah.
No slouch over
no
there.
Slouch. Bigger White House. Why not? The White House yesterday presented the latest plans for the East Wing renovation project. The construction of a 90,000 square foot ballroom. This was the public meeting at the National Capital Planning Commission. Remember how the White House said, yeah, we're going to work with all the appropriate folks and present all the plans for review and everything else?
Yeah.
After the demolition, after the plans have been drawn up, after they fired the first guy and hired a second guy to oversee the project, they have now come forward and said, here's the plan, by the way. The project's architect, Shalom Behrens, said during the meeting that the White House is considering adding a one-story addition to the west wing of the White House to restore symmetry to the complex after the East Wing ballroom is complete.
Obviously, he got your email.
His comments came after announcing a two-story colonnade would connect the East Room in the White House to the new ballroom. Yeah, the project started off as, hey, we need a dance floor.
Right. Because we know President Trump likes to dance.
Because now it's gone to a 90,000 square foot 2-story ballroom that is going to be the same height if it goes forward, same height as the White House. It's just going to look like a mess.
It's going to be
and expensive.
Ballapalooza.
Ballapalooza. The White House is therefore considering the idea of a modest, quote unquote, 1-story addition to the West Wing, which would serve to restore a sense of symmetry around the original Central Pavilion. Behrens also clarified details about the expansion project, telling commissioners the East Wing expansion would include a second floor and that the new ballroom would have roughly 40-foot ceilings, be roughly 22,000 square feet of the 90,000 square foot project, and be able to accommodate up to 1,000 seated guests. Because honestly, I don't know about you, but when I'm party planning, I can't get down under that 1,000. It's tough already.
It is.
It's tough,
especially when you're a celebrity, personal celebrity like yourself.
Right.
That has got to be tough.
Yeah, exactly. Right. If I can invite 2 people, that'd be good. Behrens said the 45,000 square foot project would exactly match the height of the White House when it's complete. President Donald Trump has repeatedly increased the size and cost of the ballroom project. Last month, he said it would cost $400 million, despite the initial estimate of $200 million. The White House has said the project will be funded by private donations, though there's also belief that the security aspects of the White House will have to be paid for by U.S. taxpayers. Answering questions from commissioners, Behrens said the potential project would add a story to the West Wing colonnade and not the West Wing building proper. So maybe like a facade thing?
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
I don't know. He also offered no timetable for the potential addition and did not present any new renderings or drawings. Okay, just thinking ahead, just thinking out loud here. Do you think so? President Trump, if all goes to plan, President Trump will his term will end normally.
Yes.
Right. He'll leave the White House at the end of 4 years. Do you think the next person, whether it's a Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever, space alien, do you think that person will undo some of this? I mean, if the White House, the historic building of the White House, which is, I mean, honestly, it's a pretty beautiful structure.
Yeah.
If it looks like it's not symmetrical, if it just looks like an albatross, do you think they'll change it back?
No.
Really?
No, they'll spend more money on it to change it again. You know, they don't tear things down. They just spend more money.
Just spend more money to build it up. Okay. Josh Fisher is a White House official who supplemented the presentation, said the Trump administration is also considering changes to Lafayette Park, that's right outside the White House there, and the visitor screening areas on the White House complex in the future. Will Scharf is a senior White House official who's on the Capitol Planning Commission, noted that President Trump is hosted at Windsor Castle when he visits the United Kingdom, but when the King of England visits the White House, he may be hosted in a tent on the White House lawn. So this is part of why they want to change things up.
That makes sense.
And they said that's not a good look for the United States.
No.
I think it's fine. Just put them across the street at the Willard. It's a nice hotel.
It's fine, but we need to be
more accommodating for heads of state.
The standard. We are
fine.
The United States of America.
You'll remember, I mean, I'll give him this. He's doing it fast. I mean, the White House announced the ballroom construction project in late July. Demolition began in late October. And now they're just reviewing the plans with people. Here it is in January.
Well, have you heard the story about in New York City when Ed Koch, the mayor, was redoing the skating rink in Central Park?
No.
They hired some company, and it was like 3 years. It just sat in disrepair.
Oh.
And they couldn't get it. Everybody was fighting, and Trump came in and said, let me take it over and I'll get it done by next season.
Yeah.
And basically fired everybody, brought somebody in and got it done for the next season.
Yeah.
So he gets stuff done.
Yeah.
I mean, he makes people mad, but he gets stuff done.
But gets it done.
Right.
Okay. Moody on the Market Update. Put a pin in it. Moody on the Market Update brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. We've told you about this. I just wanted to make sure you remember New Buffalo Township leaders are going to hold a town hall soon to address marijuana questions.
Oh, like
from residents.
Oh.
Like, how do you get the best high? No, I don't know. The town hall is being planned in New Buffalo Township for police and township leaders to answer the public's questions about issues that they're a little bit aggravated about that they say were created by the area's new marijuana businesses. Supervisor Michelle Height tells us the township board will often hear comments from residents about cannabis establishments. They'll hear them during their regular meetings.
Yeah.
But because of time constraints and agenda and everything else, constituents feel like they don't have an adequate forum to have their concerns addressed. So Height said, well, let's hold a town hall meeting, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So what do people want to know? How many dispensaries will there be? How many do we have right now? What are we going to do about the increased traffic? How are we preparing for 420? That's April 20th, right? All that stuff, all that sort of thing. So they'll hear from the public. They'll respond to whatever questions they have. New Buffalo Township Police Lieutenant suggested that they suggested the idea, and they'll actually lead the town hall. And the event will be at the New Buffalo Township Hall on Tuesday, January 27th, starting at 6 p.m. And Height says the Township Board and the Berrien County Sheriff's Department will also be on hand. So it'll be a great opportunity for the public to ask their questions.
I wonder how she got the Sheriff's Department to get there.
Oh, right? Yeah. She knows someone.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. Anyway. No, I think it's good. I mean, because, a lot of this stuff, it happens at a glacial pace, and then all of a sudden it happens very fast.
Yeah.
And then maybe there are some unintended consequences that need to be addressed and can be addressed. But as long as people have the opportunity to air their grievance, this is a good start to that.
The airing of grievances.
Yes.
That's
Festivus.
Feats of strength.
Festivus for the rest of us. Right. Moody on the Market update is brought to you by...
Fight your father.
Is that little Kenny? Brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. Back with more in just a few moments. At some point, we got to talk about Elon Musk. He's building a new data center.
Oh, really?
In Mississippi.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's WSJM.
Insurance Management Service.
We can talk about it right now. You want to talk about it right now?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Okay. Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company XAI, the people who have brought you Grok, set to spend $20 billion to build a data center in South Haven, Mississippi.
Yeah, I was going to say, what?
Yeah, it's a place called South Haven, Mississippi. It's just one word, South Haven. The governor of Mississippi calls it the largest private investment in the state's history. The data center, which is called Macro Hard RR, I don't know, is
where the pirates live in the data centers.
Is being built in Mississippi's DeSoto County near Memphis, Tennessee. It'll be the company's third data center in the greater Memphis area. XAI CFO Anthony Armstrong said the cluster of data centers will house the world's largest supercomputer with 2 gigawatts of computing power. So it's going to be in Mississippi, but it'll be near Memphis. There you go.
All right.
That's interesting.
It is.
XAI did not immediately respond when asked for comment about environmental concerns. And this is a topic that we'll talk about soon. Let me look at the date. Because people do have concerns about the data centers, and more people are raising these questions.
Because the more they build, the more they become problems.
Let's see. Just looking. I think it's next Thursday. It is. Next Thursday on the 15th, John Prose will be here. Former state senator.
Yeah.
Regular on the WSJM morning show. He'll be coming in to talk a little bit about data centers and data in general, because he knows about that data pipeline that's coming through Benton Harbor, which is not going to be a data center, by the way.
No.
It's going to be basically a data junction where one of the big, huge internet data pipelines is coming from Chicago under Lake Michigan, and it'll come on shore again here in Benton Harbor.
Right.
And so what does that mean? What will that do? What could that open the opportunity for in Benton Harbor area? I think some people are concerned about it. I saw on social media, people already starting to raise the question of, why do we need data centers in Benton Harbor? Well, who's proposing a data center in Benton Harbor?
It's just misunderstood.
Yeah, there's misunderstanding. So we'll try to clarify some of that and talk about how these things work and what the concerns are and all that other stuff. So all that's coming up next week here on the WSJM Morning Show. I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock.
I know it.
Yeah. Okay.
Time is flying by.
It is flying by, and that means we've got to get back on the air here. So hang on one second. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, by the way.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is WSJM-FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community.
Thank you so much for joining us. That hour flew by. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. As angry